What's up, everybody on YouTube? Justin here, Side Hustle Pro. I'm going to share some things that I sold with you this week and what you can look out for, how much I sold them for, what they cost, how much I made from said items. So sit back and enjoy the show. Alright, so last week had a decent week. Week before that had a pretty crappy week. This week I actually did fairly decent, and I'm going to make a video right after this one about my sales for the week. I used to do them like together, like 5 things I sold and then sales for the week, but I ended up making a longer video, and people that were checking out like sales for the week were having to see that and then deal with the rest of it, and people that were checking out things that I sold are having to deal with the other information they didn't want, so I'm going to split it up into 2 shorter videos. Anyway, let's get right to it. What did I sell this weekend? Well, I picked out 5 things. Actually picked out 6 things, but one is from the app Mercari, and I just want to talk a little bit about that. So let's get through the things I sold on eBay first. My store is mainly clothing, used and new, some toys, and pretty much anything else that I can find to make money. I still got a learning curve on a lot of stuff, but clothing is abundant, and you can find some really nice stuff that you can get for a decent price and resell to make money, and then the customer gets a decent price as well. So it's good for everybody. All right, now let's go start here. Go through these things. Sold these thanks to Glenn at Hustler Hacks, who does his Ross finds and stuff like that. If you've never checked out his channel, go ahead and check it out. It's Hustler Hacks Glenn. I forget how to say his last name, but anyway, I've been watching him. And a lot of the stuff is some stuff that I probably won't do or won't be able to find. I don't have any Rosses near me. The closest one is in Indianapolis, which is like 2 hours away, so maybe a weekend trip. I don't know. Anyway, these came from Burlington Coat Factory. The Mercurial Vapors. I think I talked about these in my last video or one of my previous videos where I sold it because I messed up the shipping. I sold it for $43.99 and forgot to change the shipping. Not the case with these. These are 9.5. I was at a Burlington. I picked up 3 pair of these color. And if you don't know anything about Nikes, if you don't know what kind they're, you can look in the tag. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, maybe. There's numbers in the tag, like not the sizing, but like right above the barcode. Like this is 831958-585. That's the model code. Yeah, it's really bad quality. But anyway, you can look that up, and it tells you what the model is, and so that's really helpful. But hold on a second, the lighting is all jacked up. Okay, Mercurial Vapors, soccer cleats. Now, I picked up 3 of these on Tuesday. I listed them Tuesday night, and what I did, instead of going through and taking all the pictures, since they were new, I just I used stock images. I had a couple different views of the stock images, and I listed them Tuesday and sold them. I sold 2 pair over the weekend. Well, I sold 1 Friday, and I just sold 1 on Sunday, which is today. So that's a pretty good turnover. They were $16 a piece, right? So I paid $16 for it. I sold it for $59.74. It was $49.99 plus shipping. It's going to cost me around $8 to ship. Might be a little bit less. Anyway, profit I make on these is $28.79, right? So I'm trying to like come up with new ways to source, new places to source, and things like that. So the TJ Maxx Burlington kind of liquidation stores is a good idea. I haven't really gone outside of shoes too much. I did get some pants and some stuff like that, like a couple jean jackets, but yeah, I'm not a pro at that by any means, but I do know that if I can get something for 16 and sell it in a few days for 60 bucks, that's a good deal, right? Mercurial Vapors, Nike, paid 16, made 28.79. Next, let's just do the shoes first. These are some more shoes. SAS Tripod Comfort, San Antonio Shoe Company. I don't know if somebody died or if they just donated them, but there were several of these. I think there were 2 pair that I found that, well, 3 pair, but the one was pretty beat up. These are in really good shape. Anyway, there are 2 pair that I picked up, paid $4.99 for these. But the cool thing about this is that the Goodwill in my town, like, they'll see a pair of American Eagle flip-flops and charge you like $14.99, but they haven't quite caught on to the SAS thing yet, which is good for me because I paid $5 for these and sold them for $34.23. They've been listed about a week or two, and again, about $8 to ship. That is not a conservative estimate. They'll probably cost me like 7 something. Anyway, $8 to ship. $17.12 is what I made on these. Pay 5, make $17.12. Set for a couple weeks. And once you know what these are, these San Antonio shoe companies, once you know what they are, like, you can just like gaze through the shoe aisle and you'll be able to see these. They got a really specific look. And I hate to be, you know, stereotypical here, but they're typically like elder people that wear them. So a lot of times when you get them, sometimes they're in really good shape. Anyway, so there's that SAS shoe company, San Antonio shoe company, SAS Tripod Comfort. Got those. What else? Gonna do next. Let's do blazers. Sold a couple blazers. I've picked up a lot of these lately. These Staffords. All right. So this is green. Yeah, you can see the green, and they're gold buttons. Now the Staffords I typically don't pick up unless they're a huge size or they're gold buttons. I'll pick these gold button ones up all day. I've got quite a few of them in green and in blue. This is a larger size. It's a 48R. I wear a 48L, and so it's a larger size, but it's like a 2X-ish. So it's not anything super big like a 50 or 54 or anything like that. Paid $6 for this. Sold it shipped for $37.04, and it's going to cost me about $7 to ship, I'm guessing, and make $19.62. So spend 6, make 19. Not bad. Hang this back up. One of these days I'll figure out the lighting. Well, my head is super shiny for one, and then like I feel like everything keeps changing colors in this room, so I'll figure it out one day. Anyway, well, I guess I'll show you the. If you don't know what the Stafford looks like, I'll show that to you real quick. And these aren't wool at all either, but that's what the Stafford mark looks like. They're not wool, they are 55% polyester and 45% wool. So there's some wool, but not 100%. Typically the 100% wool does better, but I've never found one that's the gold button like this that's all wool. So, alright, next one. I actually love this. I love this sport coat here. It's really nice. If you can see the pattern on it, it's like a multicolored. I listed it as houndstooth. That's like the closest I can see to it, but it's not really a houndstooth. It's more like a slanted line, I guess. Anyway, I have a hard time sometimes with suits giving the style. Like I know the houndstooth, the herringbone, and stuff like that, but they do weird stuff with the pattern sometimes. So I just listed it the best I can. Took good pictures. This is Orvis, really nice. Love it. I would have kept it if it was my size. Orvis is a good brand to look out for. Now, not everything Orvis sells, but it's a good brand. So there's the tag, Orvis. Got a little sliding pocket there, and this sat for, I think I listed this thing last week. It's a 44L, 100% wool. So I paid $6 for this, and sold it for $48.69 shipped, and it's going to cost me about $7 to ship, so make $29.97. So spend 6, make 30. Not bad at all. I could maybe get a little bit more out of those if I wanted to let them sit longer, but for me, you know, if I spend $6 and then the next week you give me, you know, a $30 return, I'm going to do that instead of waiting around forever. Let's see, 2 more things. One more that I sold on eBay, the 5th and final thing I have to find. And here I thought I was prepared. Alright, anyway. I sold some Legos. I got a bunch of Legos from the 90s. They were actually mine when I was a kid. And there's some pretty good money in them. I thought these guys would sell for a little more. It's a lot. I don't have the lot all picked out yet, but it's from the Knights from the 90s. They're all in really good shape. You got those, a couple dragons, stuff like that. But I sold a lot of the, like a horse and some little guys. And I had them up for $19.99. They lasted 30 days. Nobody bought them. So I relisted them as an auction. First day, I listed them for like $9.99. First day had a bid. Second day, somebody got up to $12.50, and then the auction gods deemed that a worthy amount to accept. So $12.50 is what they sold for. I didn't pay anything for them. So it's going to cost me about $3 a ship. So $12.50 is going to net me about $7.80 with having no cost in them. And those are the 5 things that I wanted to show you that I sold on eBay. So hopefully you got some ideas of what to check out, what to look for, stuff like that. I am not a pricing guru by any means. I hate setting prices on stuff. You know, you don't want to leave it too high, or nobody's ever going to buy it. You want to make it too low, and you're not going to get it. I would rather have it a little bit too low and then get that money today than wait 3 months and make 5 or 10 extra bucks. You know, but that's just me. I'm not necessarily a fast nickel or a slow dime. I'm sort of a mix, right? So, but if I put the money out, I want the money back as quick as possible, preferably. Now, some things you want to let it sit on for a while, and those are sort of a no-brainer. You get a really valuable item, you want to get top dollar for it. But for the most part, if I've got a Stafford gold button blazer, I mean, I could maybe try to get 50 out of it, you know, but not a lot of them are selling for 50, and so I don't think I ever would, but it doesn't mean I couldn't list it for that. So I got a fair price at about 37 bucks. Anyway, now, Mercari. I did list my very first thing on Mercari today. Actually, I put up in a Facebook group, anybody mess with Mercari, and then like 1,000 people answered. A nice lady PM'd me, and she said, yeah, you got any questions, blah, blah, blah. So I signed up. I listed some Legos, just some junk pieces that I had, and literally within like an hour of being signed up, I had 5 things up and one of them sold. So this is what I sold. It's just a lot of Legos. I mean, it's just like heads and stuff like that. There's a few pieces, but none of them are complete. I put it up for 12 bucks. This is just left over from some big like tubs I got from a local Facebook group, and so there were ones that I couldn't locate like names for specifically to sell individually for like 9 or 10 bucks. So this was just the leftovers. So whatever I get. Learning experience from Mercari. Put it out there for 12. Somebody said I'll give you 10. Instead of fighting over $2 and arguing back and forth, I just said okay, I'll take the 10. I did mess up on the shipping with Mercari. I did the Mercari ships it, so it's going to cost me $4 to ship, where I probably could have gotten it for like $3. You know, if I would have done it myself, but I didn't know there was a self option, but I do now. So anyway, first experience with Mercari, sold it for 10. They take 10% minus the $4 shipping, so I'm gonna net 5 bucks on this. So not bad. The way I look at it, if somebody would have walked into my house and said, hey, I'll give you 5 bucks for that, I would have said, all right, here you go. So works out fine for me. Okay. So anyway, there are some things that I sold and some things that you can look out for. Thanks for watching the video. I'm going to go ahead and make another video about my sales this week. I'm going to post that. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check that out. Should be under, I've got everything on the YouTube channel listed under like a playlist. So it'll be under a sales and weekly updates or something like that. So you should be able to catch that. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. If you didn't like it, go ahead and hit the thumbs up anyway, because it doesn't hurt you, and it doesn't hurt you to hit it. So hit it. And until next time, I'll catch you in the next video. Keep on learning and keep on earning, and catch you later.